My husband has never insulted me. Never.
Like you are mad, God
you are
punish
mad,
you.
you are crazy. Yeah. My husband has
Yeah.
never insulted me. And sometimes when I see some other couples, I know that they love each other. But like all those kind of insult, or not even insult, but kind of joke, like get out from here,
Yeah.
or you must be crazy, Joe, go. Like me, I don't like it. And I will not say it to my husband, and I don't like. So when I see them do it, I'm like, okay, maybe that is their own way. But my husband has never insulted me. He has never like degraded me, like put me down and be using harsh words on me. He has not slapped me. He has not beat me. He has not shoved me. So there are many things. So there are many things to be grateful
we thank
for.
God.
Who is more stubborn?
You are stubborn. You are stubborn. Don't say that.
You are stubborn.
Think about
it. No, but really think about it. Really think about it. You like really say, but you can have some stubbornness. But you are very amenable. You can easily switch. But let's just give stubborn to you.
Wow.
But if you think I'm stubborn, I think I am.
I
I could be stubborn sometimes, but with reason. With reason. Especially when I'm trying to be directional.
Who is the messy one?
Messy, like scattered. No, me, should be me.
Okay, yeah.
He used to be arranged before I got married to him. Then he now got married to me and now decided that he would join me in being scattered.
Yeah. So let's just give it to you, Sha.
But for wardrobe now, I'm
no, you are better. Yeah. Your wardrobe is a delight. Mine is a foresight, insight, hindsight.
All right.
Who is the big baby when sick? Who said I love you first?
Correct.
Who apologizes after a fight? Like, who apologizes first after the fight?
I think I apologize first. I think I do. I apologize before you do most of the time.
No.
But it takes me a longer time to resolve conflict. You are a better conflict resolution person.
I apologize to him so much that whether I offend him or not, then I will say, if I offended you, sorry. Did I offend you? Sorry.
I give it to you.
Just in case I offended you,
I give
sorry.
it to you.
And then he will say, no. Nothing is the matter, but he can keep malice. Nothing is the matter, yet he's keeping malice.
No, I'm not keeping malice. All I'm doing is I'm trying to see how I can resolve the issue in my mind. That's just what's happening.
Okay, I hear.
Yeah.
Who is the funny one?
He's funny.
Who is more romantic?
He does not used to pass food, our romance. Is there any other thing?
Our romance is just go somewhere and eat.
Our romance is food. If you want to be romantic to us, give us food. For all those watching, just send food to us and we'll be romantic. That's it. The love language that we have is food.
Just go out to eat,
yes,
and we are okay.
And we are okay.
When it's especially during bad times.
Yes.
Bad times, let's just go and eat.
Yes.
Who is more patient?
My husband is patient, Sha.
Yeah, I try. I give her half.
I
give her halfway, like this.
He's actually.
I flash
he's
her
actually
patience.
patient, but me, I live a lifestyle that will put him in a position where he does not have to be patient.
Awesome. You are doing well. You are doing well.
You understand?
Yeah, I do.
Like I sort things out so that you don't have to be long suffering.
Yeah. You try. You've come into that place. You've come into that place, and I appreciate that a lot.
Thanks.
God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who is the better cook?
Okay, yeah.
You cook, of course. You do. You have held it down with cooking over the years.
When I cook.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
More than you.
Yeah.
But I still need you to show me some things.
No, but have I not done breakfast this year for you guys?
You have never, since I got married to you.
No, it's not true now. It's not true. I've cooked sometimes, but maybe not all the time. Not most of the time.
Breakfast.
But there are days that I cook. There are moments, not days. There are moments.
If I want to count in our 10
years
of marriage
that
when
I
you
cook.
cooked, it's not up to my 10 fingers.
Because you don't have all the
In
records of the
10
past 10
years,
years. You don't have all the
think
records.
now.
You don't have all the records.
But
Those periods when you
do
were
you
pregnant, all of those times, that sometimes I'll make fried, I'll do egg toast, I'll do bread, I'll do all those ice cream, I'll even do all those Indomie, I'll cook rice. Julie. Even stew, sometimes I'll go to market. Okay, who even goes to market in this house?
Who goes to market?
Almost 98% of our marriage, I go to the market.
See it now. See it. He's right. He's right.
Who takes
Right.
longer to get ready when going out?
I think I'm the one.
Yeah, my husband. Not that he's dressing, but he's just pacing around.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, the very last question for this section. Who is likely to forget your wedding anniversary?
That one is a problem. I don't think.
I don't think we're
No.
like that. We usually remember. Although last year it was the next day that two of us
remembered. Yes, but we had been talking
We
about
had
it
been talking
before.
about it before that.
So the
day.
exact day
On
now,
the day we
nobody
now
now.
forgot. Then the next day we now remembered.
Yeah. So
So
So, that is all for the.
thank you.
well, it's really nice. It's nice
Yeah.
to really get to know about ourselves like much
Yeah.
more. I think that couples can just do this. Just write him or her if you should sit down on a chair in your house and face each other and
do
begin
it.
to give your son that can read or daughter that can read to ask you guys the
Yeah.
questions. Yeah.
You can drop that. We'll move to the couple.
Okay.
So, first question, my boss. Mr. Joseph,
Yeah.
first question is for you. What made you interested in your partner initially?
Well, my wife could sing very well. Like she's an awesome musician. She's a songwriter. She's just very passionate about singing. So for me, the first day I saw my wife was while she was singing, and somehow that day I just took my time in church, and I was trying to get her eye contact in a church of almost 1,000 people, where I sat and I was thinking that maybe we were looking at each other's eyes. You know, I was like, this woman is going to be my wife. I was even like, this is my wife. So I now set up the stage to be able to connect with her and all that. So I think it was, for me, it was just having to see her. Should I say it was love at first sight?
Was it?
Well, it was I want to marry you at first sight.
Wow. Not love, but a decision.
No, can I marry who I don't love? I have to love you now. But I needed to. It was an attraction, yes.
Yeah.
Kind of, let's use the word attraction.
When
And
did
it-
it grow
and-
to love?
And it grew. Love is a process, right?
Hmm.
Love is not something that stomps upon you. It's a process. You give love the time it needs
To
to
cook.
become love. Yeah.
Nice.
Mrs. Joseph.
Just call her Juliana.
Okay.
Which one is Mrs. Joseph?
Mrs. Juliana.
Don't say Juliana.
Mrs. Juliana, yes, same.
When did I fall in love with him?
When did you
I-
realize he's
that
the
I was
one
going
for
to
you?
marry
Yes.
him? Well, when I met him, how would I put it? Before I met him, I was in a relationship. And then somehow I went to sing somewhere,
Hmm.
and somebody from the blues just walked up to me that, do I know this guy in my church? He's an usher. Person was not showing me your
Yeah.
picture. And I said, I don't know him. So after a while, I think there was something he did in church. You and somebody, people were like MCs for something
Yeah.
in church. You and one other
One girl, yeah, I remember.
Then I think that was when I now said, oh, that's the person that they showed me in
Yeah.
that stuff, but I didn't know you.
God was setting it up.
Hallelujah. Then after that, I remember that I think Barrister Chiedu and
Edgar.
Barrister Chiedu met me by the parking lot, and he was like, sorry, I need to. He just said something and now called you
Yeah.
just for us to have that initial just to have like
Yeah.
just
It was like a setup.
short conversation. Then another day I was going into church. Then Edgar asked for my phone number
Yeah.
or something. So, but when I knew, so So I started seeing you.
Yeah, I
Like
was
at that
becoming more
point,
visible.
you're not becoming more visible. Then I noticed that whenever you are walking, maybe where I am or something, you will now start gisting with a loud voice and increasing your voice and laughing loud. I'll be like, who is this guy that used to laugh loud when he's this thing? And then I remember a singles program that we went for.
Yeah.
And in that singles program, I went with my sisters.
Mhm.
You were like in front or
No,
something.
diagonal.
Then I was behind you in a way.
Yeah.
But we kept having like once in a while we'll have eye contact.
Glimpses.
But at that time, usually if I feel that I like somebody somehow, what I would do is that I would just recommend them to a friend.
Yeah.
So I don't tell my sisters that I think I'm going to recommend this guy
Guy.
to somebody. My son said that is what is worrying you. Whenever you like somebody, you will now start recommending them to somebody else. But I just denied it and I let it go. But I know that in that meeting,
Yeah.
they now said, okay, if there's somebody that you like,
That you've
but you've not been
with
able
it.
to talk to,
Yeah.
walk up to the
Walk up
person
to the
and talk to the
person.
person. Then you walked up to
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
started talking and
Yeah.
all that. And then by the time you were now going, you now came back that let us talk more about properties. Let us talk
You
more
know,
about properties.
That principle, I got it from a negotiation video.
Mm,
The principle is the door knock principle.
mm.
So when you're having a conversation with somebody and you're about to leave the person's office, then you just as you turn the doorknob, you now look back at the person and you say one more thing. So much of the time, the rule is that person remembers that one more thing. Yeah. So having to say, let's talk about this was just like my one more thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then there was something that we had in law school, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
also came
yeah.
like that. But I remember the first time that you actually came to come and see me when you said you to come and see me in law school. When you came, you now just took me close to the cafe, close
That's
to the cafeteria.
Malima.
But you didn't buy anything for me.
For real, we're talking, we're gisting.
We just gisted, and I remember you were talking about yourself. You talked about yourself almost throughout, about your ex, about your school, about the countries you've traveled to.
Wow.
When I was done and I was going, I was like,
no
what type
food.
of, I was like, what type of human being is this? Like, there is no way that the guy will take me out and he will not buy me food.
Yeah.
Like, you took me out one, you did not buy me food, and you didn't even allow me talk. You're talking about yourself.
That's just to let you know that I didn't really have so much experience in taking out. You know?
Were just talking and talking and talking about yourself. But since I was in a relationship, then you now said I should come and sing
in my
happy birthday
cousin's
for
birthday.
your nephew's
my nephew. Yeah,
birthday.
my nephew.
Your nephew was 1.
Yes, 1 year.
So I was not like, why would you ask me to come and sing for a 1-year-old person's birthday? In my mind, I knew that
I wanted to sample you.
Yes, something was not right, and I was in a relationship. But at that time, I had been praying to God, okay, should I still continue this relationship? Should I continue? And I was just trying to weigh everything. And I remember that I told God, I said, God, the person that I'm with right now, I like him.
Yeah.
This other guy is coming, I also like him. But this person that I'm with, he has not done anything to offend me. So God, if you know that he's not the one I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life, let him be the one to break up with me.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't break up with me, I cannot do this type of thing to him and break up with him. And as God will have it, we broke up over cutlery sets.
Wow.
Yeah, and after we broke up,
I've been feeding you since then.
Yeah, so that's just it. He was like my type. I liked his height. I liked his laugh. I liked the way he dressed. I liked
my 6-pack.
He liked wearing.
It's okay.
All right.
Must you say everything?
No, I must not. But I liked him actually. I liked his laugh. I liked like a lot of things about him. So
what was your first thought about marriage and commitment?
It was a scary thing for me. It was a scary thing because, like I said, I was already in a relationship before. So getting into another one and then getting to that point of marriage again, there was still like that fear. But there was that fear. So when people say that if you're afraid you don't have peace,
that means
don't get married, like truly that might work for a lot of people. But for me, if I really want to be sincere, I
Yeah.
was actually scared.
Wow.
I was actually scared. I was scared, but what even compounded the fear for me was after the traditional wedding, before traditional wedding, we had a meeting, and in that meeting, I told you, I'm going to tell you everything about my life, both the bad, the good. I want you to know everything, and I want us to
Yeah.
start on a clean
Yeah.
slate.
Yeah.
So that day, all the embarrassing things I've done in my life, I told him, and he was like, okay. Then I now said, okay, tell me your own.
Yeah.
My husband now said he now said,
What
this
I
is
remembered at the time.
he now told
You
me,
cannot remember. How can a man of almost 30 then? How can you remember 30? You will now condense 30 years into
I
a
now
10
told
minutes
him everything. I asked
conversation.
him, tell me your own. He now told me. Only for us to finish traditional wedding.
We
I
know in
now, I
parts.
now, I now heard a new
Yeah.
revelation. I was afraid. And the truth is, if if I had not done the traditional wedding
Yeah.
before all this revelation,
Yeah.
I would have still married you, but I would have
Taking more time.
taken more time.
You would
at
have
that-
done more due diligence.
Yes, but
Yeah,
at that
that's
time I
good.
had already done the trad.
And our trad was like
Was
90
3
days.
months before
yeah.
the white.
I've not seen anybody who has done that kind of people have not married like
I
that.
think
So.
Femi and Oyin,
90 days.
not up to 90 days, sha, but
we
it's-
took
but
90
they-
days or
yeah,
like
90 days. So like it was like a scary, like I was so scared at that time. But I'm happy that
yeah.
we had actually done the trad, because I would have lost out on marrying you.
Yeah, and we've actually grown together through the years.
Mm.
It's not always been easy, but God has just helped us one hurdle after the other. And I think we are better 10 years after than our first year. Our first year was really horrendous. You know, it
Joseph.
wasn't
You
easy.
see this
you know.
guy? He looks very modern, but he's a traditional man.
Are you sure?
Traditional man to the core.
No. And I don't eat pounded yam, and I'm a traditional man. How does that work?
What about pounded yam? But you're a traditional man.
Have you ever pounded for me before?
I have not pounded.
So what are you saying? I'm a traditional man.
In values, aside from food.
Okay.
You're traditional in food. It's just that me have not stepped up to that.
Yeah, but I really
But you're a
like.
traditional guy in-
But
but
I'm just
you are
taking you the way
traditional
you
guy
are.
because
You know.
that first year of marriage,
Yeah.
like you see somebody in church, he's among the guys, everybody, he's acting all UOP, all nice, or when you now come back home, you now be hearing in our place, our values. Hey God.
I think it's upbringing, you know, like when I look at my dad, like my dad cannot say 5 sentences without infusing the value system, you know, the communal value system, it's just a whole lot of things all together. And I think where I'm from, my family, to be specific, like we are very big on communal way of doing things. Everybody rallies up on everybody, and family is like to die for, kind of. People are there for each other. So yeah.
There's something I want to say, but I will not say it because it will be in public. But there's sometimes, just an advice to young girls, there's sometimes that you're with somebody and then you are saying, oh my God, hey, see this family, I can't take this. So no, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do this. You now leave that one. You will not end up thinking that you're marrying something different. You might not discover that
some things
that thing that
in the African system.
That African system, it cuts across. So that thing that you saw in the other man's family that you were saying, this is too traditional. When you leave it and you marry that person, you see that tradition is still.
And you know the beauty here, when it's our time, you will now, some of the things that you don't know that are already inside you, they will start showing up. So it's just what it is, you know. Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about your marriage?
I think for me, let me just go first. I think for me personally, my wife and I we don't compete on, or we don't connect on things like on maybe perfume, wristwatch, shoe, as in swag. We don't connect on that level. For my wife, for example, let's say there's, like I've told you in the recent past, that I'm waiting for a day that two of us can really fuse our superpowers together. At that point, I believe that we'll be totally unstoppable. And I'm saying that from a corporate perspective now, like, because all the things that we've done separately, much of the time, because of the kind of person that you are able to move ahead without looking for cheerleaders or anybody. But for me, I lack the structure that you have. And much of the things that I do require that structure, which comes to you naturally. So I feel when I talk to my wife, I'm not expecting somebody that will not be able to connect on my level. I'm older than my wife with about 6 years, right? But it's almost like intellectually, like we're almost age mates, you understand? And I think I think it's good. So I think we connect intellectually a whole lot, and we are getting better on the other things of life. Then I love the fact that you used to pray. Like my wife knows how to pray. My mom prays from one platform to another. Sometimes I'll be like, "But what are you?" Like one of the things that happened between us, when we got married, and I was like, before we got married, and you were like, "Let us go and pray. Let's pray about whether it's the will of God for us to marry." Me, the way I just saw you on the altar, I was like, "This is my wife." For me, that was just okay. But you now said, "Let's pray." Now I said, "I cannot pray. Oh, let me not lie. If you can remember, I said my mother has already prayed all the prayer that needs to be prayed. You go and pray while I wait." And you've shown a lot of leadership, spiritually in our home. I've shown some leadership in some cases, but I think you're a better spiritual leader. And there are a lot of things I can learn from you spiritually. And I'm not ashamed to say that because it's just the truth. But, it's God that judges the spiritual temperature.
Yeah.
So I don't know my temperature with God. Only God knows. And I'm sure that,
What's the question again?
What is your favorite thing about your marriage?
Yeah, for me, one of the things that I love about my marriage is the fact that my husband loves me. And number two, like he's very supportive. I don't know how I would have been if I married somebody else.
yeah.
Because people used to tell me then that, oh, you're so tough, you don't smile, you're Margaret Thatcher. You also marry somebody that is strong,
Somebody that will sit on your head.
that is very strong. And I used to say, God forbid, God forbid, I will marry someone that is kind, someone that will support me, and that's what I got.
Yeah, we thank
So
God.
sometimes, like, you have to counter people that think that you deserve the worst.
True.
Because for me, like, the fact that you're very supportive is like, I don't know how I would have done what I'm doing. And that's just for like lots of people that are still single. If you know that you're ambitious, just try and see that you get a husband that supports you to shine. And for me, like right from when I got married to my husband, I've been shining. Like I've never been like worse, like in a year coming. No, I've always gotten better, and it's because of him.
Thank
He
God.
supports me. Oh, aside from the fact that he doesn't like cooking, like he helps. Sometimes he will bathe the children. Most times he bathes the children and I will dress
98% of the
them.
time.
If I walk into the night, like maybe 2, 3, and I'm feeling sleepy, he can help me to bathe the children and to move them. So that cooperation, that collaboration, for me, it's very good. And I like the fact that we like similar things. So I'm not married to somebody that today he will just carry our savings and go and buy shoe or say, oh, I have to wear some of shoe, I can't wear the belt. No. My husband, just like we are, like we already have priorities. Our children, our priorities to see that they excel, our businesses and all that. So aside from those ones, the highest that we do is to go and eat.
Just go and eat.
That's the highest. So I like the fact that we have that kind of thing. So even when you see people that might not even have so much, but there's actually no need to be jealous of them because
we know who we are.
We know what we are building, and we know that food is okay for now.
Yeah, food is very okay for now.
It's okay. And things I like about the marriage, he's kind. My husband has never insulted me. Never.
Like you are mad, God punish
you. You're mad, you are crazy. My husband has never insulted me. And sometimes when I see some other couples, I know that they love each other, but like all those kind of insult, or not even insult, but kind of joke, like get out from here, or you must be crazy, Joe, go. Like me, I don't like it. And I will not say to my husband, and I don't like. So when I see them do it, I'm like, okay, maybe that is their own way. But my husband has never insulted me. He has never like degraded me. Like put me down and be using harsh words on me. He has not slapped me. He has not beat me. He has not shoved me. So there are many
Baba
things. So
God.
there are many things to be
Yeah, yeah.
grateful
We thank
for.
God actually,
Then he
and I,
plays with the children very
but
well.
these days I think I'm a bit too hard on them.
But like I
Yeah.
said, the reason why we are hard on our children right now is because we have to be hard on them for us to be able to mold them
yeah.
in. Once we are able to pass this phase,
Yeah, I
they would
believe,
understand
yeah,
what we want and we'll understand them and we'll be
yeah,
good.
true.
So
Have you ever compared your husband or your wife to your ex?
For me, my wife is nothing. My exes are nothing compared to my wife.
hey,
No, it's true.
oh, Odiogu Male,
It's true. It's
you
true.
are too good.
You know,
You have sweet
no,
mouth,
but looking back, really, it's just the truth because there's really no basis. I don't even see how I would have gotten married to any of the people who are my exes. So when I look back and I'm like their own priorities, their own value systems, their goals, and I look at where we are, I would have been on a different trajectory if maybe by now, maybe high blood pressure must have hit me out somewhere, you know, because I'm just grateful to God
yeah.
for the peace and the tranquility. They are almost similar words, you know, but I'm
Yeah.
just grateful for, you know, all those things that we enjoy,
Yeah.
you know, in our family. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, like I only dated one person for my husband. I didn't date before. And like I said, coming here, like before I got to this part, he was not a bad person. So I can't say there's anything bad about him, but he's married and is with his wife. But that kind of comparing that, oh, how would my life be with this person? How would my life, no. I don't compare. Like I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Very, very happy with my husband.
Thank God. We thank the Lord Almighty.
What is your most proud accomplishment?
For me, my husband, my children, and just seeing us grow together, succeed together,
Yeah.
celebrate together.
Yeah.
For me, it's just because there's sometimes that you achieve things and you feel like, oh my God, I want to achieve this. Then I want to achieve that. Then I want to achieve that. But when you now think about it, that even if I'm able to achieve all these things and I don't have my spouse to celebrate with me, it will mean nothing. So for me, the fact that we are living in peace,
Yeah.
we have our children, every other thing is a top up
Yeah.
for me.
Well, for me, to answer that question, I would say that, like I always say in some of my videos, that as a man, your greatest investment should be your wife. As a reasonable man. For me, my investment is my wife. It's not in a house.
His investment is me, then my investment is now to the children.
You invest in me too.
Yes, I
a lot.
invest in you too.
But me, I look at it that my investment is my wife. That's like I cannot bear to see anything that affects my wife from a negative perspective and be cool with it and say that's her problem. No, I can't do that. So my own investment is my wife. I'm sorry. All people that will be saying you are a simp, you are a simp, you are a simp. I don't care. I'm not a simp. I know what I'm talking about. If you don't invest in your wife, wait for the next 20 years or the next 40 years when your teeth is now like it's gnashing because you are trying to struggle and maybe you would have just added a little value to your wife to now come into her own person.
Yeah.
And I feel that that's the story of men who now get to like 80 and their wives are still alive, who did nothing about trying to grow together. They are the ones that suffer the most.
That's true.
You know, so it's your
Thank you.
choice. Yeah.
What part of the day with your partner do you cherish the most? Like either Monday or maybe events or stuff since your marriage. What
Fridays, for me, Fridays is like a ritual. Like we can do like Yahuza suya or any other kind of suya out there. We do yogurt, we do masa, popcorn. Like it's always a flexing day. Then maybe Netflix, YouTube.
Yeah.
Friday into Saturday for me is just the best.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
If you had to describe your connection in one word, what would it be?
I would say mind connection.
We're actually mind mates, actually. But we are getting to soulmates. But I think we are mind mates at the pinnacle. But I think we're also very connected. Like we hardly can really be away from each other. So to that extent, I can say we're also soulmates.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Looking at the four, like the
Yeah.
mind mate, the playmate, the soulmate, and
Mindmate is number one for us,
mind
actually.
mates, then soulmates. What's the fourth one? Mind mates, soulmates.
Just that there's no food mate.
Because that's our play. Our play is food. Mind mates, soulmates,
Yeah. There's
playmates,
Playmate, yeah.
and
I can't remember the
what's
last
the
one.
fourth one?
Yeah. Yeah. So mindmate is very key for
Yeah.
us, yeah.
We don't really play all the kind of play they used to play by the beach, so that somebody will be running, somebody will
we've not
drag
really-
somebody in film.
But we should look for how to play,
how
you
to
know.
play.
We should look for how I think it's also how we started when we got married. Like when we got married, there was really nothing like play. What we spent like the first year of our marriage was on personal development.
Yes.
So we had a DSTV that we never used. We were downloading all these TD Jakes, Jim Rohn, Les Brown, all these guys that
Yeah.
you know about, Anthony Robbins,
Yeah.
you know, all those early guys.
Yeah, but
So those are the
now,
things that
now
we
it
were-
would be good to do all those beach, yacht,
Yeah, by
traveling,
God's grace.
you know,
By God's
jumping and
grace.
taking pictures,
By God's
putting the
grace.
hat on, staying under the sun.
At least.
Woo!
At least, you know, it would be nice, you know.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
How well do you undo arguments?
My wife handles arguments better. For me, if there's an argument, I shrink into myself and I try to find the peace that I normally enjoy outwardly. I try to find it inside, but I never really find it inside because it's always tumultuous. Like it's a headache to try to think that I can solve. But I keep going to that same model, you know, of trying to think that I can solve it inside. But I think for her, and I don't know how to operate under that kind of atmosphere. And I think it's the same thing for you too. But you've had over the 10 years that we've been married, you've been that person that wants us to quickly get to resolution, you know. But for me, I'm just thinking that, okay, just give me 3 days, 3 to 4 days, 3 to 4 wasted days.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you don't talk at the end of the day, you've actually lost time.
Yeah. That's the argument. But for me, like, I feel like when there's an issue, I try to bring it up, and most times he will say nothing. Then I would ask all those questions. Okay, if it's nothing, then why are we like this? Why are we? Is this how we are? Okay, tell me, is this how? And all those back and forth, and he will be doing all those this thing. Then sometimes I try to instigate quarrel. The reason why I try to instigate the quarrel is to get him to talk, because if I stay and the 3 days that he's waiting for to internalize and talk to himself, the 3 days has passed, 4 days has passed, and things are getting like this and he's not talking, and then I'm like, is there anything? He's saying no, but I know something is wrong. Then somehow inside me, like there will be like a river, like there's a river inside of me that is able, like, it will start boiling. Then I'll look for a way for us to quarrel. It's now when I try for us to quarrel, when we now quarrel, he will now say what is in his mind.
So that's
when-
been your...
That's when he will now say, talk. And I'll be like, so why didn't you say everything that was on your mind? You did not say it. I still met you. Is there anything you said? No, you had to wait. Sometimes, like, that is like an extreme measure that I take when I see that time
Yeah.
is going, he's not talking, and so I try to push quarrel. I can just bring up quarrel for anything. But I do not recommend this. Children don't do this at home.
Yeah, actually.
For the last question, it's more like a discussion though. It's this kind of question. Is your wife your family member? Because there's this thing that one guy was saying that your wife is not your family member. It's only your children. So if something is wrong with you, no, there was something that was happening one certain time, and one man, it seems he refused his wife to do like a surgery because he said I can't spend money on his wife because that is not his own family member. So I'm trying to ask you now, is your wife your family member or she's not your family member?
My wife is the first member of my family. As
In
in, I
the
don't...
sense of,
Yeah.
we are not related by blood, right?
Yeah.
We are related by
Covenant.
by covenant.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, people, well, speak.
No, but just
No, speak. Am I your family member?
You're my family member now, because I don't know how somebody will say your wife is sick. You rather spend money on your children than to spend money on your wife. I think that is just, it smells of a lot a lot of jargons. Like I'm just trying to imagine how that really works. But it will shock you to know that some people actually have this belief system. Because somebody also once shared a story that I'm aware of a woman, I think it was Awoshika. She talked about a man who was doing very well. He did not want his wife to work and all of those things. And at the end of the day, he was now sick. The woman was now all around him, trying to support him. He now finally died. They checked his will. There was nothing for the wife. In fact, he even categorically said in that will that if the wife marries somebody else, she gets nothing. So, like, how do you even get married to somebody and your goal is to make that person to suffer?
No, it's just like starting from even
It's-
next of kin
Yeah,
and wills. There are many people, their next of kins are not their spouses.
yeah, brother.
Instead, they will
Their
pick
sister.
their children because they,
Yeah.
they believe that their children is their family member.
Can I
And then
tell
the
you?
wife is not. So that's the reason why
Can I-
same
can
in
I-
their will, they will also not pick
Can I
their
tell
wife
you? Can
because
I
they don't
tell you
trust-
something? And I think it's about trust. So I'm sorry I cut you short.
it's
I just
okay.
want to share. Like my dad, for example, there's nothing my father or my mother own that is in their individual names.
Mhm.
They buy a car, Mr. and Mrs. They buy land somewhere. Every single property to their name, it is jointly acquired. So if our parents could have that kind of knowledge way back, why is it that right now, I've met people that maybe they want to buy a property, they say, no, don't put my wife's name. They want to buy a car, no, don't write the agreement in my wife's name.
They want to register
like,
a company.
they want to even register a company. Don't put my wife. They will put another adult. They will now put their children.
but
I've
they
also
won't put
seen
their
women that
wife.
will tell you that, is it a woman that should register a company and make her husband a director? Or is it because of that alone, she will cut off? So it's just a lot of disequilibrium at the end of the day when
But you know,
couples don't really come together
let
to
me
do
explain
stuff.
something to you, but there is this feeling too sometimes of feeling like you married into a royal family. In the sense that, for example, imagine if somebody is getting married to the royal family in UK, Abi London, Abi where is it? If they
England.
England, yes. If somebody should get married there, no matter how you are connected to your spouse by covenant, there is still family by blood covenants. Those that are the
Yeah.
heirs to the throne,
Yeah,
those that are
yeah.
nothing can bring
Yeah.
you into that space. Like there is the family and there is you.
It will bring your children in.
It will bring your children in, but it will not bring you as the wife in.
Oh my
and sometimes,
goodness.
to be
Wow.
sincere, that feeling happens even in marriage. This, how would I explain it? It happens in marriage when you are married to somebody that maybe is from a family that is more powerful,
Yeah,
more wealthy,
yeah.
more outspoken. Somehow you see that there would be a kind of bond and family support towards that spouse, that even you that is married to the spouse that is saying I love
You'll be
you,
feeling like you
still
are left
feel
out.
like an outsider.
Wow.
So that is something that happens. So when you're getting married to someone that is from a very strong, dominating family, just be ready to have that kind of feeling sometimes. And sometimes it might look like an imposter syndrome or something where you feel like maybe I'm not supposed to be here. Or you are even there, but you are watching your step. It happens.
Wow.
Yes, it does.
Wow.
So that one, your spouse will tell you, no, I love you. No, I love you. We are together. We are one. We are one. But imagine, no matter how the princes tell their spouses that I love you, you are one, you are one, there is still the royal blood. There is still a way they'll feel. And when you are married into a family that has that kind of dominance, even if it's an intellectual dominance or an economic dominance, that feeling will still be
Or
there.
political dominance.
Or a political
In fact, that
dominance.
political dominance and financial dominance, most times is the reasons why a lot of women still tag along their father's names alongside their husband's names.
Yes.
In fact, I once heard somebody say that my husband's name cannot. The person was telling me a story about her sister, and it was like, my husband's name cannot open any doors. I cannot get contract with my husband's name, so I must add my father's name before so that when I drop proposal, before I show up, they're already thinking of my father before I arrive.
Yes.
So people do that for economic advantage and all of those things. So then how do you now expect that man to feel, in that kind of scenario?
Well, I don't know.
He just needs to work hard,
Yeah.
Work
so
hard.
I think that as a woman, if you're married into a kind of family that whether he's doing it or not, you would most likely feel like an outsider. You just have to build yourself,
Sincerely.
because the more you stay down, the more you would be seen as a proper outsider.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me not explain much, but that's what I think.
No, but even that explanation, I think, is a whole lot. You've explained a lot already.
Sorry, can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Not marriage or anything. I just want to ask one single question. Is divorce a sin?
Me, I don't used to answer all those type of questions of tomatoes, or
Let me
this
even
one,
answer the
tomato.
question.
I don't
If
usually
if you
answer.
if you start out as a single person, for example, thinking about divorce, when you can be using that energy to be thinking of how to have a blissful marriage, can you see the difference? So people that believe in the world, the crystals, the elements, the cloud, the universe, all those universal people and all that, when they say things like what you
Law
fear
of
the
attraction.
most, you understand, the things that you are really, the things that you think about the most, like what you fear the most happens to you. Like you are making deposits into a divorce that has not happened, even without you even getting married. You don't even, you are not even dating, oh, but you're already thinking of divorce. It's like you are depositing into that divorce bank. So why not just flip the story and begin to think about a glorious marriage? Oh my God, I see myself having, like, a yacht, a trip, I'm on the sea on a yacht with my husband and my kids. We are traveling the world. We are creating impact. If you rather invest your thought processes on that positivity, trust me, you may not necessarily be asking that question
Let
of
me
his
just
divorce.
add.
But for me, Sha, that's what I just
Let
want
me
to
just
say.
add something back. So the Bible, from my little knowledge of the Bible, like, first of all, there was no provision for it, but after a while, was it Moses or Jesus?
Or Paul,
Oh,
one
no,
of
no,
those
no.
apostles.
Somebody now made, one of the people in the Bible made provision that where there is adultery and all
infidelity.
that, where there's infidelity, divorce is permissible. So it's not the ground norm, but there's a permissive will
Yeah.
where divorce can happen. So for me, I'm saying that if to the best of your ability you can work to see that your marriage works, put it in the hand of God, do everything and put in the work for your marriage to work, that would be the best
Yeah.
option. However, where there are circumstances that threaten your life and all that,
Yeah.
while you are praying and all those things, you can move a bit until everybody comes to their senses and all that. So that one is also there. But I will also say something, that there are sometimes there are fears that people have, and because of those fears, it can cause somebody to be thinking in the line of divorce. Sometimes somebody will tell you that when there is a track record of divorce in your family,
Yeah.
when people
The
are
likelihood.
divorced, when there is a history of divorce,
There's a pattern.
there's already a pattern. So sometimes people will just grow into it and say, after all, there's a divorce, so there is nothing about divorce. And we have seen people that have been a kind of lineage, but you have the power to be able to break and say,
I am a pattern breaker.
This kind of thing has happened in my family before, but it will not continue with me. That's one. But another thing is, you can be from a family where there is no pattern of divorce, but because of the society that you are growing up in, social media, you see people coming out, I divorced and I'm better, I'm doing this, I'm better.
It's a lie.
You understand? Somehow you start having that mindset that, if this person could divorce, and they are better, me too, if I divorce, I can be better. Society too,
that one is a
cultures and changes people to sometimes. So some people are necessarily not from families that are divorce oriented, but because of what is happening in the society, they now tend to move towards divorce. And then a third part of it I want to say is that if you are from a family where you lost one of your parents, maybe you lost your dad, you lost your mom, you already have that kind of mindset of loss. That loss might not be divorce loss, but the loss is a loss of, my parent was there and my parents left, or my parents disappeared, or my parents died or something. Somehow inside you, there is that feeling that, how long will this marriage last before something happens and I don't have this spouse again? For me, I think that is when I try to think of it, because I am from a family where there is no divorce. My parents, my grandparents, I can't remember any like divorce in my family, both on my father's side and my mother's side. However, if I want to be totally sincere with people watching, many times I have dreams, and in my dream, like, it's as if my husband is leaving. There's just that fear.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like it happens, like there's just that fear, and then I wake up and he's still there, and I'm wondering why am I having this dream? And then I ask him, then he's like, what happened? Then I'm like, oh, I dreamt this, and he's like, okay, but I'm not going anywhere. Then we pray together, and then he asks me a question like, were you thinking about it before you slept? No. What happened? Did you know? And everything. But somehow, like, I feel like something inside me, because I've experienced that loss, and I think it happens to people in different ways. There's some people that would lose that would lose their parents, and they won't have that kind of trauma or whatever you call it.
I think it's a trauma. It's a trauma.
But well, I don't know, because people are already like overflogging the trauma thing and the mental health thing. But I feel like for me, because I've been trying to process, why do I keep having this dream? Because the dream keeps happening, and I'm like, then I'm always in a place where, oh my God, it's like he's leaving. Oh my God, he's leaving. Oh my God, he's leaving.
He ran away with the children.
He's leaving. And those
relax,
dreams
girl.
like that, you understand?
Relax.
So for me, I feel like one of the reasons why I have that is because of that loss that I felt. And I'm currently thinking of, okay, what are the things that I can do to assure myself that what I experience as a loss is not going to reoccur. You understand? So there are several ways to answer the question.
The final thing I would say, since it's our last question, the final thing I would just add is, even where there is infidelity, there's forgiveness.
There's a choice of forgiveness.
Yeah, of course. Infidelity too is a choice. So double choice. Even in the presence, even in the midst of infidelity, there can be forgiveness. And in fact, you know, I think, I don't know, I don't want to quote Reverend Sam, but I think Reverend Sam once said that based on the data available, marriages that have had some level of infidelity, after they are able to cure that whole process of infidelity, those marriages even get stronger. So the fact that maybe somebody just believes that, oh, because somebody cheated, because a man cheated, or because a woman cheated, oh, we have divorced. Like, I just feel that as believers, I'm not condoning the act of infidelity. I'm just saying that we can gain the trust back. We can learn to forgive. Because like some people say, it's never brighter on the other side. Most women or most men who are divorced and all that, they are the ones that much of the time, and I'm not trying to denigrate anybody, but I've heard stories where people that have friends who are divorced, they're like, don't take this shit from this person, don't do this, don't do that, to hell with this, to hell with that. If this person just pack your load, just get out. But when you get out, how are you now able to cope with life? How can you now, become the best version of yourself again? But I would just say that by and large, cheating is bad, infidelity is bad. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Do the best that you can to set up all the structures and systems that you can to be able to protect the integrity of your marriage as much as possible, so that you don't get to a point where you are now contemplating divorce. So let I don't know. This topic is very touchy for a lot of people. Yeah. And I'm not an expert in divorce, even though I'm a legal practitioner, but I don't do divorce cases.
Just to add to that whole contemplation of divorce, there is also that fear sometimes. Like, I remember getting married to you at first. Whenever we quarrel, I used to think that, okay, because we quarrel, maybe you would want to just go. And I'll be like, okay, so do you still want to stay in the marriage? And you'll be like, what type of question is it? Whenever we quarrel, I'll ask, do you still want to stay? The truth is, I don't want you to go, but I'm afraid that maybe because we quarreled, you want to go. So I feel I should ask you that, because we quarreled, do you want to go? So sometimes fear too can make people to act in certain
So kill that fear, bury it, cover it, choke it, till the fear has no more grip on your soul. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Let's just say
that's a soul thing, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily a flesh or a spirit thing, because it's in the mind.
Yeah.
That whole, what you said as a joke, like let go of fear and let it lose its grip on your soul.
On you, yeah. So God bless you guys. Our prayers are with you. If you are in a divorce, if you are going through pain in your marriage, if you're having very difficult moments with your husband or with your wife, our hope and prayer is that God would meet you. And if these are issues that you can communicate about, like you can talk to your partner, open up communication lines, leave all your friends who are divorced. Don't take counsel from persons in fact, it's just like financial advice. I don't advise from my own experience. Don't take financial advice from somebody that you are financially better than. Somebody who has not tried that investment. He will now tell you, invest 7 million in MMM. He's collecting his own commission from that transaction. That money goes down the drain. It means that you had 7 million. You listened to somebody who didn't have 100,000. You lost it all. So don't take advice from people who are the extreme of a certain scenario that you don't want to find yourself in. Rather, the things that you want to gravitate towards, let your advice be coming from areas where, the positive areas. So if you've already made up your mind that, okay, you want to divorce, okay, that's fine. But if you are still on the divide, don't now go to the divorce extreme and start having like 100 friends who are already divorced. Trust me, you are just one foot in the game. Very soon you'll be out of your marriage and you'll be on the street of divorce. But better yet, you can talk to people who have wholesome marriages, take the advice from those persons, and try to see how you can implement that in your marriage, in your family, and you will be very shocked what God can do with
like
that.
in the words of someone that I spoke to, she said, yes, my husband cheated on me, but I chose to seek advice from women who were also cheated on and decided to stay.
Wow.
And when she met those people and they advised her, okay, this was what happened to me. He cheated and I stayed. These were the things I did and blah, 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 blah. She decided I would stay.
Yeah.
And they've been like years and they are
marriage
together.
You'll be shocked. That marriage will be solid.
So not everybody can do that. That is just the truth. Not everybody can do that. But some people make that decision and they stay and things work out. So
just one last thing. If you are that kind of person, you've gone through a divorce. No, you've not gone through a divorce. You've gone through infidelity in your marriage and you decided to stay. Trust me, I feel that is a mess. That's the kind of mess that God is interested in, because God can use your family or your experience as a template to heal others. So there's a lot of value in that experience. A lot of people are even willing to pay for that knowledge. So you can see it as a ministry. You can even create a business out of it, helping families in infidelity, to become power families and all that. More like restoration. You're in that business. You are in that ministry or business of restoration. Yeah. It's a great thing. So you've not lost anything.
Yeah.
I know that you must have felt some pain, but you've not lost anything.
Help us, oh Lord.
I wanted to just sound like,
Help us, oh Lord.
You must have experienced some pain, but you've not lost anything. God bless you.
Let me say what my husband used to say. Thank you so much for watching. So if you'd like to support what we do here with cameras, with financial support and the likes, we are glad to.
We want to change this background. Want some badass screen, it's going to happen, and we'll refer back to this video once that change comes.
And if you feel that you are blessed in cooking food and you want to just be sending, just say, okay, for this month I want to send
3 we like to eat
of soup. That's our love language.
With a chop. Oh boy. God bless you.
Thank you.